want to share anything from the scenarios? Maybe something they found cool or interesting topic points that they brought up? Maybe two people?
Yeah, for sure. I can start off.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, so I'm from breakout room 6, and in that we basically discuss how we can make more like knowledge-based or educational-based grocery markets in general, so that we can promote healthier choices when people who don't have the most advantages in terms of buying food, they can buy the healthiest food possible. We also looked at maybe making school-based food programs, so like the schools can help provide food to families who can't afford much food. In addition, we looked at how we can sort of help the financial conditions of the families themselves. So we can help those families find good jobs, maybe, and that could sort of inherently uh, eliminate this sort of food security problem. And also, we noticed that so besides food education, we noticed that like we need a pricing change in our grocery stores, and we can see like how much of a divide there is, and that healthy food is so much more expensive than unhealthy food. And especially in unhealthy food, there's a lot of processed foods, and it's very sugary, salty, and fatty foods. So if we can change that whole structure of making it sort of cheaper to buy these more organic foods, that would be better.
Yeah, great topic points. I think spreading awareness is key in order to make sure people are informed about the food purchases that they make. Yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to share? No, go for it.
So in group two, our scenario was like if we were a farmer in Chile and like there was a giant corporation that bought land adjacent to our farm and kind of was like had a monopoly in the area. And obviously, because they have a monopoly, like they're kind of driving us out of business, whether it would be better to sell plots of land for money or to start growing GMO crops. And our group kind of talked about how growing GMO crops would be the better option out of that, because if you just sell your land little by little, it's not going to be a very sustainable way to make money, as well as the fact that with GMO crops, like the only negative consequence that we know of now that comes out of it is if you do GMOs to like increase the amount of pesticide they can be resistant to, because like those pesticides when sprayed on the plants can like stay on the food and then with your system. But if you're the one that owns the farm, then if you're like genetically modifying it in a different way to like resist drought or resist other things like certain type of bacteria that can destroy it, then there's not necessarily a negative consequence of that. It's only if you do that and increase herbicide and pesticide use.
Yeah, great points, Noah. Um, Jonathan, I'm gonna hand it off to you.
Thank you, everyone, for your attention and your time with this GHU. We just wanted to end with some resources for people in Cincinnati regarding food insecurity. So right at the top there, we have the Bearcat Pantry and Meal Swipe donations, which are UC initiatives to combat food insecurity on our campus. I'm going to drop a link here to the UC page that gives you more information about this. If you or anyone you know is having trouble securing regular meals, please reach out to them. They have offices in multiple buildings across campus and in every college. They have the option to donate, to give you meal swipes. You can just go into a campus dining hall and get food that way, or you can get actual boxes of groceries from them. They have other initiatives where if you need clothes for an interview, you can get something from them as well. They have all sorts of ways to help students in need. Really great resource, please use them. If you have a meal plan, please consider donating meal swipes to students who might need them as well. Some larger organizations, La Soup is located in Walnut Hills, and they serve food to undernourished communities around the city. They always take volunteers as well. It's a great organization to work with. The Vine Street Fridge operates on a take what you need, leave what you can system. It will be on Vine Street until November 4th, I think the date is. They're currently looking for a permanent place, so they may move since then. St. Paul's Food Bank, located right by Panera, offers food to people in the area, and also, since it's affiliated with St. Paul's Church, the city at large. And Childhood Food Solutions is a national food bank working to alleviate childhood hunger in cities across America and in Cincinnati. And if you just go to the next slide, Maria. here's some of our resources, some extra reading if any of you guys would like more information on some of the topics we covered today. But that's really everything we have. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or want to talk a little bit more about how food insecurity affects you and the community around you at large. With that, I'm going to hand it back over to Maria to take us out for a collective breath.
Well, thank you, and awesome job to all of internal for having your first presentation today. You did an awesome job. So for those of you who are new, we like to close out our meetings with a collective breath. So this is just a chance for us to kind of reflect on what our meeting or our weekend was like and step into this next week nice and fresh. So if anybody wants to share any reflections from today or any quotes in the chat, this is your time to drop them.
Okay, I have a quote, but this will be the only quote I ever contribute to. It's like actually a good one. It's like my screensaver because it gives me some inspiration. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Do not be daunted by the enormity of the world's grief. Do justly now. Love mercy now. Walk humbly now. You are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it.
Thank you. So with that, I just invite you all to soften your gaze or close your eyes and to unmute yourself if you feel comfortable so that we can all feel like we're in the same room together. And just take a deep breath in and exhale. So that's about it with our meeting tonight.